Okay, so let's talk about length retention. What is length retention? It's the ability of your hair to retain the length that it is growing. Your hair does not automatically retain the length that it is growing. It is your practices, your routine that is going to retain the length that you are growing. So let's say person A and person B. Person A's practices is that when they install their hair, either extensions or their natural hair like that, they leave it for a very long time, which is very good because you are not manipulating it. That long time is maybe 1 month or 6 weeks or 8 weeks. And then out of that period, throughout that period, person A is not moisturizing her hair, leaving the hair like that. Let's say if the hair is growing half an inch every month, and then person A is not manipulating the hair, but it's not moisturizing the end, especially by leaving it like that, and then taking it down dry like that, and then at the same time going in with a comb immediately. The person A takes down her hair. Now let's put person B here. Person B cleans her hair, install the hair, and then alongside person B moisturizes the hair. Then it leaves it for that period, let's say it's 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Person B takes down the hair, not in its driest state, but with some form of moisture in it. And then after taking it down, the person B finger detangles before even going in with a comb. Now, comparing these two people, you could realize that person B is going to retain more length than person A, because person A is doing the practices person A is doing as that practice that causes hair to shed, hair to break. Then the practices person B is practicing as that practices that helps the hair to break, even break less, and then to retain more length. So at the end of the day, person A will think that person B is hairy. Person B's genetic allows her to grow hair more. Person B is more hairier than her. Person B hair is growing, but hers is not growing. But person A fails to understand that her practice is different or differs from person B, and the practice that she is doing is so harmful to her hair. It will not it is a catalyst for hair breakage, but not length retention. That is how length retention goes. So in summary, I would say that to retain more length, you have to practice low manipulative hairstyles. Low manipulative in such a way that stop adding extensions to your hair like every here and then. Allow your hair to breathe. And then put your hair in a protective style for a very long time. If not for a very long time, at least once in a while, put your hair in a protective style that will last you for maybe 1 month or 6 weeks. That way it allows your hair to rest from manipulation. So it helps you to retain more length. And then as you are in a protective style, you don't just leave your hair like that. When we say leave your hair, it means that you are not going in, taking it down, putting it back. Yes, that is what we mean, leaving your hair alone. But we don't mean that leaving your hair alone is like neglecting it. you don't neglect it. In the course of you being in a protective styling, you also have to master your moisturizing cycle routine. What do I mean by moisturizing cycle routine? When you practice moisturization, it goes to a time that you know that, okay, when I moisturize my hair today, when it's 3 days time, it gets dry, it dries again. So it means that you are not going to moisturize your hair every 3 days, but rather every 2 days you are going to moisturize your hair, because you got to know that if I moisturize my hair today, in 3 days time it's going to dry. So it means that you are going to moisturize your hair in 2 days time before it gets to the third day where it will get dry. So you are not allowing your hair to get dry, and this will help you to retain the length that you are growing, because we are saying that in as much as the hair is growing, it is also shed at the end of it. And when your hair gets dry, it's like a plant. When it does not get enough water, it dies off. That is how our hair behaves. So it will be very difficult for you to retain length when you are in protective style and then you are not moisturizing your hair. And then again, one thing that you have to master is the practice where to prevent excess single strand knot. How do you do that? If our hair is moisturized, oiled properly, it allows our hair not to tangle on its own, especially the ends. That will prevent it from forming single strand knot. You surely get single strand because our hair is 4C, most of us. So it is very difficult to say I will not get, but we are saying that we are preventing excessive formation of single strand knot, because when your hair forms single strand knot a lot, you are tempted to cut it, because it will not be alike. You will not feel comfortable wearing that, and then if you don't cut it too, it will form to the roots of your hair. It will form multiple times. It will create more stronger single strand knots will be formed. So basically that is length retention in summary for me. Thank you.